Hello, I'm Jasper with Covalent Marketing. Do you belong to an organization that loads user profile data in Braze through a bunch of different data sources to power your marketing strategy? Have you poked around the customer data in Braze and was like, what's going on here? Why are these so many records for the same customer? As you know, dupes can cause a hell of a lot of contact fatigue and especially eat all those data points, so we really don't want that. Well, guess what? We can fix that with magic. Just kidding. Honestly, dealing with these duplicate records isn't a big deal, and I'll show you how to do it. So the first thing we need to do, and I'm assuming you know your customer base, is to identify the duped users' records for the single individual. The way to do this is to use Braze's export API with the Braze segment that targets all the users. When you set up the Braze segment, an ID will be generated you will share with the Braze export API. The Braze Export API will then generate a large data file with all the user records in it so you can perform analysis to identify those dupes. The next thing you want to do is to define a primary Braze user profile. You'll probably need help from your marketing and business teams to help make these decisions. More often than not, the primary Braze user profile is a profile for a user with the most current data. These will be the profiles you'll be merging all the unified data within Braze, so please take note of those external IDs. Once you have the primary Braze user profile set for each user, it's time to work with the movers and shakers of the business side to determine which important bits of data needs to be included into a unified customer record. These requirements should be determined prior to the whole adventure to speed up the overall process. With all those resulting unified customer records greenlit by your business partners, let's put them back into Braze. You can do this a number of ways, but be mindful that this import process will target the external ID for the primary Braze user profile we talked about earlier. So you can do this via a batch API job that hits the user's track endpoint at Braze. You can utilize the CSV data import process via the Braze GUI. You can utilize a Braze partner like Census to sync that data for you. Or you can utilize the Braze CSV Lambda function that will process data for you via AWS. So once all the unified customer records have been imported, it's time to clean up. After everything looks good in the Braze side, you can go back to the data file you exported back in step 1 and make a new list of those non-targeted external IDs. With a list of external IDs in hand, you can delete all those corresponding user profiles in Braze through the user's delete endpoint batch API call or through a reverse ETL solution partner like Census or HighTouch. All right, now we're done. We're done merging all those unified records into Braze, and now the focus should be the prevention of those duplicates from entering Braze. So with multiple data sources feeding data into Braze, it becomes very important that there's a central system of truth that actually manages the assignment of an external ID to that single user profile. And that's going to be the central system that manages all the other data sources that feed data into Braze, right? Because one, it'll get rid of duplicates altogether because you're working, you have a system that's managing that external ID. Two, you're going to minimize or mitigate the unnecessary consumption of data points within Braze. And three, Braze will have the most current and the most accurate data for your customer user base, right? And that is a key success factor for successful marketing strategies. So if you need help performing any of these tasks, contact us and we'll definitely help you out.